All right, let me jump back into my last topic. Is it my last topic? The second to last topic. I want to do a quick response to DJ Academics. This is going to be pretty short and sweet. I saw a recent video that DJ Academics put up, and he's talking about a new trend of these young kids stealing cars with like an iPhone charger cable or something like that. I think it's like Hyundai's and Kias. Supposedly, there's some trick or something using a certain type of cable that helps you start the car, get in the car, whatever. And they caught one of these kids on camera, trying whatever that mechanism is, and they put them on the news and that type of shit. And first and foremost, before I get to DJ Academics, isn't it amazing what turns into a trend? And it was a TikTok trend. The news reported on it as TikTok trend, right? Remember, there was a trend of eating like the Tide fucking washing bowl things or whatever. It's like we all remember the crate challenge. Motherfuckers breaking their necks on them shits. We got celebrities doing all types of shit. You got all types of trends, set yourself on fire, all types of dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? You can have a trend that you could lose your life in. You get killed trying to steal somebody's property. You'd be put in jail behind it too. But at the most extreme level, you could literally be killed. You could literally be killed trying to make off with somebody's property. It's one thing if that's your way of life and it's just like, yo, I'm fucked up and this is what I'm into. I'm a burglar, I'm a thief or whatever. Your life is your life. But you to do it because it's a trend? Jesus Christ, where's the world coming to? But here's my response to DJ Academics, because he was reporting on that trend, and then he goes into this whole monologue of saying, the type of people that don't have any respect for taking somebody else's property in broad daylight like that, like the news showed the clip of. He was like, yo, you just got to pepper these people up, let them learn, give them a leg shot or shoot them in the spinal cord and let them realize why they're now a paraplegic or some shit like that. And he was careful enough to interject, make sure you know the laws in the state local to you, as far as being able to protect yourself or your property. I just want to throw this out there, right? Because I study a lot of that shit too. I'm gonna tell y'all a true story. I have a close friend right now. Was he at Divide and Conquer? I don't want to say his name out of privacy. Yeah, the homie came to Divide and Conquer. I have a close friend that's fighting a case right now as we speak. He's sitting in his own kitchen with his daughter eating lunch, minding his own business. He drives a Bentley. Why his Bentley ain't in the garage is another story. I'm mad at him for that. But he got his Bentley in his driveway, Bentley GT. And the thing about certain areas, right? Like let's say Atlanta, or let's say maybe certain areas of Jersey or wherever it's like a high rate of car break-ins. If the high rate of car break-ins in a certain area is because people are breaking into cars looking for shit, so they'll break into cars looking for things like it's not really radios anymore, car stereos anymore. I feel like that's old shit. But people are breaking looking for things like guns. Like, did you leave a gun in the car? Because guns are commodities. Like, I could take that gun and sell it. You know what I'm saying? Or did you leave some money in the car? Did you leave some jewelry in the car? Whatever, right? There's a lot of people that break into cars just looking for possessions. They're not looking to try to get away with the car. A car like a Bentley, a lot of these different types of Mercedes, BMW, some of these high-end cars, even some of the lower-end cars, like their engines are coded to the key in a certain way where it's almost impossible to start some of these motherfuckers. So a lot of these type of cars, people are really just looking for possessions, right? So I say all that to say this. He leaves his doors unlocked when it's not in the garage for that reason. His mentality towards that, and I know other people do this shit too. I don't, but his mentality is, if you're looking to break into my car just to take something out of it, I'm going to leave my doors unlocked so that you don't break my windows. I'd rather you just open the fucking door, look in the car, see that there's nothing there, and then go to fuck about your business. And he's not the only one that does that. I know a lot of people do that. But my boy is one somebody I know personally that does that shit. So going back to the story, sitting in the kitchen with his daughter, eating lunch. He's got his GT sitting in the driveway, and he literally sees out the window somebody opening the door to his shit. Right? Grabs one of his joints, runs out the door. The dude starts running from the car, and he lets at him. He lets that dude. Cops come, shooting in the neighborhood, whatever. Ring doorbell footage shows that the man was running, retreating while you was letting, right? That becomes an issue. I don't know how much circumstantial stuff you guys know or study or realize. And there's a lot of gray area that will come down to a jury when it comes to any type of shooting. It could be a defensive shooting, anything. There's a lot of gray area that still comes down to the jury, but there also is black and white laws as well. And some of these states, like, the reputations, like let's say Texas, they think that you could just shoot somebody on the front lawn, drag them in your house, and then you're good, right? And that's the reputation, right? But I just feel like it's a little irresponsible to not remind people of how serious it is to let your gun fly, even if somebody's playing with your property. Being in the right, in the eyes of the law, doesn't always give people an excuse to shoot. And I'm just trying to be responsible by telling people that. You could be Rambo. You could walk around with 5 guns on you every day, and they could even all be licensed. But being in the right still does not give you an automatic green light to use your firearm towards people. Carrying firearms or protecting yourself or your family or your property still comes with a high level of understanding and responsibility. There's a lot of split-second shit that people go through where it's just like, I had to make a call based on like my health, my life, my family. I felt like I was in a dangerous situation. Granted, if you're in a situation like that, handle it how you see fit. But I just don't like that message that was put out there. It's like, yo, if you see somebody trying to steal your car, yo, just grab your gun and shoot him in the back. Even shooting somebody in the back, you could fuck around and sit down for, because you shot him in the back. Like, people, do not be influenced that because you went and got a gun license, or because you carry a gun, or even if you got some dirty joint, you know what I'm saying, or you just a gun toting ass nigga, period. Don't think that because somebody did wrong, them cops or that jury's not going to bury you underneath. It happens. Technically, my man, right? You would think like, yo, why he's minding sitting down there with his daughter. Somebody trying to break into his fucking car, like he got what he deserved by getting let at, right? A lot of us would think like that. Not them courts. Not them courts. He's fighting a case right now for it. It's like, if you feel like me, it's just like, damn, like my nigga fighting a case for that, and like he just minding his business with his family. But at the same time, it's not what you think. So shout out to Akademiks. I fuck with Akademiks. I watch a lot of his content. I just have a very different perspective on that. And I know a lot about those type of situations, even personally, where it's just like, yo, that's a very dangerous message. People, be careful.